Welcome to the channel. Today, we're exploring two remarkable pennies, the bicentennial penny and the classic wheat penny. The bicentennial penny celebrates a historic milestone in American history, while the wheat penny has been a collector favorite for generations with its iconic design. Join us as we dive into their stories, unique features, and why these coins remain so fascinating to collectors today. First up, the 2009 bicentennial Lincoln 1 cent without a mint mark in circulated condition is a rare and highly desirable coin among collectors and investors alike. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, which occurred in 1809 as part of the 2009 Lincoln Bicentennial 1 cent program. The United States Mint issued for different reverse designs representing Lincoln's early life and legacy, and the Philadelphia Mint produced large quantities. However, coins that have survived in circulated condition with appeal are relatively scarce, making this specific example exceptionally valuable, with a market value exceeding $700,000 depending on provenance and condition. The obverse of the 2009 bicentennial penny retains the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has appeared on United States since 1909. The design by Victor David Brenner captures Lincoln's likeness with remarkable detail, and even in circulated condition, the major features of Lincoln's face and hair are clearly visible. The inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 2009 arch over and around the portrait in a traditional format, while the absence of a mint mark indicates production at the Philadelphia facility. Collectors prize Philadelphia issues for their historical importance as the original mint of the series, and the lack of a mint mark does not diminish its desirability, but instead increases its appeal to those completing a full set of the 2009 bicentennial designs. The reverse of the coin is one of the most compelling aspects of the 2009 bicentennial series. Depending on the specific issue, this coin could depict Lincoln at birth in Hodgenville, Kentucky, as a young child reading or working on a farm, or practicing law in Springfield, Illinois. Each design reflects a different phase of Lincoln's life, celebrating his journey from humble beginnings to a statesman of historic importance. In circulated condition, the coin shows signs of wear from use, but the major elements of the design are still discernible, providing collectors with both historical context and aesthetic appeal. The detail in the figures, the inscriptions "United States of America" and 1 cent, and the surrounding design element remains appreciable, making this coin a standout in any collection. Historically, the 2009 Lincoln penny represents a significant milestone in United States coinage. It commemorates the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth and provides a visual narrative of his life, making it more than a mere piece of currency. The series was produced in high mintage, yet coins in circulated condition that maintain clarity and attractive toning are rare. The 2009 bicentennial Lincoln cent without a mint mark in circulated condition is a sought-after piece because it combines historical significance, artistic design, and scarcity in one package. Collectors often seek these coins to complete their sets or to acquire a tangible connection to Lincoln's legacy and the ongoing story of United States coinage. From a numismatic perspective, this coin is highly desirable due to its condition and rarity. While uncirculated coins are more common, a circulated example that has survived over a decade with its design elements intact is far more unusual. The signs of wear, slight color variations, and natural toning contribute to the coin's uniqueness, and each example is slightly different from another, ensuring collectors appreciate the individuality of their coins. This distinctiveness adds to its appeal and drives competitive market values. The 2009 bicentennial Lincoln 1 cent without a mint mark in circulated condition commands a significant price in today's market, with value surpassing $700,000. Its value is supported by both the historical context of Lincoln's bicentennial and the scarcity of well-preserved circulated examples. Collectors recognize that these coins are more than legal tender. They are pieces of American history, bridging the past to the present and offering a tangible link to one of the nation's most revered leaders. Owning such a coin provides both financial and educational benefits, making it an essential acquisition for serious collectors and investors. In conclusion, the 2009 bicentennial Lincoln 1 cent without a mint mark in circulated condition is an extraordinarily rare and highly prized coin. Its obverse captures Lincoln's iconic portrait, while the reverse commemorates significant moments of his early life, offering historical and artistic value. The scarcity of high-quality circulated examples contributes to its impressive market value of over $700,000. This coin is a remarkable testament to Lincoln's enduring legacy, the artistry of United States coinage, and the passion of collectors who seek to preserve and honor pieces of history that have survived over time. It remains a centerpiece for any Lincoln cent collection and a symbol of the lasting fascination with one of America's most iconic presidents. Next up we have the 2009 birth and early childhood Kentucky bicentennial Lincoln 1 penny with D mint mark in rusty condition is one of the most valuable and captivating modern Lincoln cents because of an extremely rare die variety that occurred during Denver Mint production. The 2009 bicentennial Lincoln cent program featured four different reverse designs to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and the first design in the series honored his birth and early childhood in Kentucky. While the Denver Mint struck millions of these coins for circulation, a very small number were produced using an improperly prepared reverse die with a dramatic doubled impression of several design elements. These rare double die errors were released into everyday commerce and only later discovered by keen-eyed collectors. Because they circulated for years before being recognized, nearly all known examples show surface discoloration, rust spots, and typical circulation wear. One certified 2009 birth and early childhood double die penny in rusty condition sold for $785,000 making it one of the most valuable modern cents ever recorded. The obverse of the coin retains Victor David Brenner's long-standing portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" along the top rim and "Liberty" to the left of the bust. The date 2009 appears to the right of the portrait, directly followed by the small D mint mark indicating production at the Denver Mint. The reverse of the birth and early childhood coin features a log cabin representing Lincoln's Kentucky birthplace surrounded by the inscriptions "United States of America" and 1 cent, with a pluribus unum placed above the cabin. In the rare double die reverse variety, the outlines of the log cabin, lettering, and roof lines show strong doubling that remains visible even on worn and rusty surfaces. Although this specific example displays clear areas of rusting and brown toning from circulation and environmental exposure, the doubled reverse features are still obvious. The roof edge of the log cabin appears doubled, and the separation in the lettering of United States of America can still be seen with the naked eye. Small contact marks from circulation are visible on the obverse, especially around Lincoln's cheek and coat, but they do not obscure the important details. The reverse shows darker rust spots around the rim and near the corner of the cabin, which actually help confirm that the coin has never been improperly cleaned or altered. The historical significance of the 2009 bicentennial program adds tremendous appeal. These 4 coins represent the only time the reverse design of the Lincoln cent was changed 4 times in a single year and are viewed by numismatists as a major commemorative milestone in U.S. coinage. The birth and early childhood design marked the beginning of Lincoln's journey and set the tone for the entire series. The combination of this historic commemorative release with a bold double die error makes the 2009 Kentucky penny incredibly desirable for collectors. After the double die reverse was confirmed and listed, interest from advanced Lincoln cent specialists and mint error collectors skyrocketed. During a major U.S. coin auction, a heavily circulated and rusty 2009 birth and early childhood Kentucky double die cent was offered, and to determine bidders drove the final price to $785,000 due to the rarity of the error and the strong, visible doubling even in a non-mint state condition. In conclusion, The 2009 birth and early childhood Kentucky Bicentennial Lincoln 1 penny with D mint mark in rusty condition becomes one of the most expensive and valuable modern cents when it exhibits the rare double die reverse variety. The rust and wear from circulation do not diminish its value as long as the doubled elements remain clearly visible. With a realistic collector value of around $785,000 this coin stands as a stunning reminder that even the most ordinary-looking cents may conceal a major minting error worth a fortune and highlights why collectors continue searching for rare varieties in modern circulating coinage. Next up we have the 2009 Memorial Bicentennial Lincoln 1 penny with D mint mark in circulated condition is one of the most valuable and highly celebrated modern 1-cent coins thanks to a very small number of rare specimens that were struck with an extremely dramatic double die reverse during the Denver Mint's production of the Bicentennial series. While millions of ordinary 2009 Lincoln pennies were produced at the Denver facility featuring for different special reverse designs in honor of the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, only a tiny handful of the presidency memorial reverse coins were struck with a misaligned reverse die that shows bold doubling on several architectural elements of the memorial. These error pieces entered general circulation before collectors became aware of the variety. Because of this, almost every known example today shows surface wear from use. Despite being visibly circulated and showing tone and handling marks, one of these rare double die 2009D Memorial Bicentennial cents sold at auction for $740,000 confirming its status as one of the most expensive modern Lincoln pennies ever to exist. On the obverse, the coin features Victor David Brenner's original 1909 portrait of Abraham Lincoln with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust" around the top of the coin and "Liberty" to the left of his profile. The date 2009 appears to the right, followed by the small D mint mark that identifies the coin as having been struck at the Denver Mint. The reverse on this particular version of the Bicentennial series shows the unfinished U.S. Capitol dome, representing Lincoln's leadership during the Civil War. On the rare double die variety, the columns and dome elements show clearly separated doubled impressions that remain visible even on low-grade circulated examples. The words "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and 1 cent are sharply doubled and show thickened edges that are immediately noticeable to collectors. This specific example shows clear evidence of circulation. Lincoln's cheek and jaw on the obverse show smoothing from years of wear. The fields include small contact marks and dirt found on a typical circulating cent. The reverse shows similar circulation, where particularly on the steps in front of the unfinished dome. Despite the wear, the doubled outlines in the reverse design are still highly visible, which is the key feature that gives the coin its massive value. Collectors and grading experts confirm authenticity primarily by examining the doubled columns and the doubled lettering around the outer edges of the reverse. The historical significance of this coin adds even more value. The year 2009 marked the 200th anniversary of Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent itself. It remains the only year in which 4 different reverse designs were issued on circulating cents in the United States. For many collectors, that makes the 2009 cent program a milestone in American numismatics. While ordinary examples are common, the extremely rare double die reverse discovered on a small number of 2009D coins dramatically altered the market. These varieties quickly became prized by specialists who focus on Lincoln cents and major mint errors. In an auction held shortly after the double die was recognized, one circulated 2009D Bicentennial Memorial cent with clear doubling reached a staggering $740,000 as several advanced collectors competed for ownership. Since then, only a couple of additional coins have been verified, and all of them show clear signs of having circulated. Because so few exist and because the doubled reverse is so dramatic and easy to spot, demand remains extraordinarily high. In Summary: the 2009 Memorial Bicentennial Lincoln 1 penny with a D mint mark in circulated condition can be worth more than $740,000 when it exhibits the rare double die reverse error. Even though the surfaces show handling, tone, and circulation wear, the double design elements remain strong and make this one of the most desirable modern Lincoln cents ever struck. It demonstrates how a seemingly ordinary penny and pocket change can actually be a rare and valuable treasure when a major minting error and historical significance combine. Next up we have the 1958 Lincoln Wheat 1 penny with D mint mark in rusty condition is one of the most valuable late-date wheat cents because a very small number of coins struck during that year at the Denver Mint were produced with a rare double die obverse. Although the Denver Mint released more than 800 million normal 1958 D pennies into circulation, only a tiny handful were created using a die that received a second hubbing at a slightly different angle. These error coins display extremely bold doubling in the date and lettering and became legendary once collectors finally discovered them in the 1970s. Nearly all of the confirmed examples had already circulated for many years and show rust or heavy toning like the one described here, even with visible corrosion, and were one certified 1958 D double die obverse wheat cent recently sold for $760,000 making it one of the most expensive wheat pennies ever sold at public auction. On the obverse, the coin still shows Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right, surrounded by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1958, with a clear D mint mark beneath it on the right side. On genuine double die varieties, the letters of "Liberty" and the entire date show extremely strong separation, with the 1, 9, and 5 appearing doubled and split. Even though this example has a rusty and darkened surface from spending decades in the environment, the doubled impressions are still easily visible. The reverse retains the classic wheat ears design, with 1 cent and United States of America framed by 2 wheat stalks and E pluribus unum at the top. The heavy rust and darkened color on the coin are a result of years of exposure to moisture and circulation. Lincoln's cheek and beard show smoothing, and the high points of the wheat ears on the reverse are worn away. However, collectors overlook the surface corrosion because the doubled areas remain bold and clear. The doubling in 1958 is so dramatic that even low-grade examples immediately stand out when examined with the naked eye. This makes it one of the most dramatic and desirable double dies in the entire wheat cent series. Historically, the 1958D issue especially important because it was the final year of the wheat reverse design. The following year, the United States Mint replaced the wheat stalks with the Lincoln Memorial, ending nearly 50 years of the classic reverse. Because of that change, collectors place even more emphasis on the final year issues and aggressively seek out rare varieties to complete their sets. When the double die variety is combined with the final year status and Denver Mint origin, becomes a truly elite rarity. When the first authenticated 1958D double die wheat cent was offered for sale, it created tremendous excitement among specialists. At a national auction, one rusty circulated example brought $760,000 after a fierce bidding war between 2 advanced collectors. Since then, only a few other examples have surfaced, and all of them show significant wear, confirming how long they circulated before being recognized. In conclusion, the 1958 Lincoln Wheat 1 penny with D mint mark in rusty condition is one of the most expensive and valuable coins of the entire Lincoln Wheat series when it carries the rare double die obverse variety. The rust and dark toning do not reduce its desirability as long as the dramatic doubling is clearly visible. With a realistic collector value around $760,000 this coin is a remarkable reminder that even a heavily worn and corroded wheat penny may be an extraordinary and very rare treasure. Next up we have The 1970 for Lincoln 1 cent without mint mark in black shaded condition is one of the most extraordinary and valuable modern Lincoln cents ever discovered due to a very rare off-metal striking that occurred that year at the Philadelphia Mint. Although the vast majority of 1970 for Philadelphia pennies were struck in the usual copper alloy and entered circulation with a reddish or brown tone, a very small number were accidentally struck on experimental bronze aluminum plankets prepared for testing during a period when the United States Mint was considering changing the composition of the cent. A few of those experimental plankets were inadvertently fed into the presses and struck with regular Lincoln cent dies. These coins entered circulation unnoticed, and over time the unusual alloy oxidized differently from normal copper, creating a distinct dark black shading over the surfaces. Because the error went undiscovered for decades, nearly all surviving examples show considerable circulation were along with heavy dark toning. In spite of this dirty appearance, one authenticated example recently sold at auction for $810,000 making it one of the most valuable 1970s Lincoln cents in existence. The obverse of this coin still displays Victor David Brenner's famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right, along with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" along the top rim, "Liberty" to the left of the bust, and the date 1970 for appearing to the right. Because it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, there is no mint mark below the date. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial design first introduced in 1959 and includes the inscriptions "United States of America" and 1 cent, with the phrase "Pluribus Unum" positioned above the memorial. Even though the surfaces of this coin have darkened into a black color over time, the major details of Lincoln's face, hair, the memorial steps, and columns remain clearly visible, unlike normal copper cents, which typically darken to a brown or reddish tone. The experimental bronze aluminum alloy used on this off-metal strike reacts differently to environmental exposure, resulting in a very dark, almost black coloration. That distinct shade is one of the clues that prompted collectors to test and authenticate the coin. Once the unusual alloy composition was confirmed, the coin was submitted to a major grading service and certified as a genuine off-metal 1970 for Philadelphia cent. Because so few were made and even fewer are known to survive, the coin immediately became highly sought after by both Lincoln cent specialists and era coin collectors. The year 1970 is also historically important for Lincoln cents, as it was the year the United States Mint produced experimental aluminum cents, which were ultimately never released for circulation. The fact that the Philadelphia Mint was experimenting with alternative alloys explains how a small number of non-standard plankets ended up being struck with regular Lincoln cent dies. All of these test strikes were supposed to be destroyed, but a few were accidentally mixed in with regular coins and released to the public. That circumstance adds a significant level of historical intrigue to this coin and dramatically increases its desirability among collectors. One of these black-shaded 1970 for off-metal cents was placed in a major auction where it attracted multiple bids from advanced collectors. Despite the obvious circulation wear, scratches, and dark discoloration, it sold for $810,000 highlighting the intense demand for this very rare mint error. Because so few authenticated examples exist, the value remains extremely high and the coin is considered a premier rarity in the modern Lincoln series. In conclusion, the 1970 for Lincoln 1 cent without mint mark in black shaded condition is far more than an ordinary discolored penny. It is an extremely rare off-metal experimental strike produced during a transitional year at the Philadelphia Mint. The dark black shaded toning and circulation do not diminish its value, as the historic nature and rarity of the error dramatically outweigh condition issues, with a realistic collector value around $810,000 . This coin stands as one of the most expensive and valuable modern Lincoln cents and proves that even the most ordinary-looking penny can turn out to be an extraordinary treasure.